Alright guys, so let's just jump into the game right here. Right after this loading screen, we're going to be starting off the campaign with the first mission. I will go through the whole first mission for you and basically show you around. I'll give you a first impression and my review of the game. I have played it basically since midnight, ever since the release. So I have been playing it all night, and I can honestly say that this is the best strategy game I have ever played. Not only because it's the newest one that has been released, but also because just of how much detail and work and sweat has been put into this game. I can definitely tell that these 12 years in the making, the developers really spent a lot of time perfecting every inch of this game. So I will start off with the first mission. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. So for all the first comers and the people that have not played the game yet, didn't grab it at midnight, do not worry, because I will just review this game based on what I have played, not on what is showing right now. Let's get started with the first mission, which is kind of a tutorial, kind of get you things, moving around the level and getting your, basically knowing how to get around the map and all that. So let's get started.
Held a press conference commemorating the end of the so-called Brood War some 4 years ago. Our own Kate Lockwell was on the scene.
Emperor, the threat of a new Zerg invasion is still very real. But instead of expanding our fleets, you've squandered trillions on hunting down has-been rebels like Jim Raynor.
Jim Raynor represents a clear and present threat to this Dominion. He is an unscrupulous, lawless revolutionary bent on spreading fear and dissension across the sector. He and his ragtag band of miscreants have instigated open rebellion across 6 separate worlds and stolen vast amounts of Dominion weapons and armor. This criminal will be brought to justice very soon.
It ain't over till it's over, you son of a bitch. Adjutant, are my troops ready yet?
Your forces are prepared and awaiting your orders, Commander. Uploading tactical data now.
Good. About time we kick this revolution into overdrive.
Backwater Station is the center of Dominion logistics on Marsara. Destroying Dominion authority here will cripple Emperor Mengsk's operations throughout the planet.
All right, boys. Let's show the locals they don't need to fear the Dominion. What's up?
Commander, there are tutorial videos awaiting your review.
Sounds. Keep your intervals wide, your eyes open, and your asses covered. Let's move. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan.
Don't go up that road.
Time to man up. You can count on me. Lethal. Raiders roll. Time to man up. Raiders roll.
Keep a close watch on your neighbors. Dissent will only slow our progress.
Commander, destroying the Dominion holoboards will help incite rebellion against the Dominion.
Feeling some pepper. I'm getting mighty tired of seeing Mengsk's face. Blast it. Sounds like a plan. You can count on me.
Alright, so let's get started with the review here. I'm not gonna bother talking about the story and the plot and the history of Starcraft. All I'm gonna tell you is that this is a sequel to the first Starcraft. And in 1998 they came out, more than 10 million copies were sold, and more than 5 million people are still playing it online on battle.net. So that's all the history that I'm gonna give you about the Starcraft games. So I'm just gonna jump into the review real quick. I don't want to waste too much time.
Commander, a large Dominion force is gathering in the center of town.
Then it's time to call in that special delivery we talked about.
Alright, so first up, gameplay. 10 out of 10. The reason for 10 out of 10 is because it is easily the best strategy game I have ever played. It is also the best PC game I have ever played. The controls are smooth, very quick, very accessible to new players and experienced. There's lots of options for hotkeys, for reducing mouse lag. There's just so much into this game that I can't even talk about right now, but basically the gameplay is top notch and everyone deserves to try it. So I'm gonna move up real quick to the graphics. The graphics, 9 out of 10, only because of the character models. Now there's something about these characters and the Blizzard uses. They're a little blocky. They're not perfectly smooth. I don't know what. They're basically stuck with the same old formula for every game. World of Warcraft, Warcraft 1, 2, 3. They basically have the same character models, as it happens with this game. But other than the characters, the environments, the explosions, all the effects, all the buildings, all the units, the weather effects, just the ambient lighting, everything looks gorgeous and flawless. So other than the characters, but still, 9 out of 10. Alright, so next up, replay value. Where can we start with replay value? I mean, there's multiplayer, there's single player, there are challenges, there's co-op. The single player alone is gonna last you 20 to 30 hours. Especially if you want to go up to higher difficulties.
Been a while since we saw you around here.
We're with you, Raiders.
I mean, the higher difficulties are like crazy. There's brutal, hard, and they take hours and hours per mission to complete. The multiplayer is basically what Starcraft is known for. Battle anyone around the world and go crazy. I mean, it's the best multiplayer in the strategy game, so you can't go wrong with that. It's gonna last for years. Everyone's gonna be playing it. So should you. Alright, so definitely replay value 10 out of 10. And for the final score, the best strategy game of all time, the best PC game of all time, right here in 2010, perfect 10 out of 10. And hopefully you get a chance to try it out if you haven't already, and see why this is definitely one of the best games you ever play, especially in the PC.
I didn't think we could fight them, but we can!
Now you've got the weapons and the resources to do it. Remember, Mengsk can only control you if you let him.